All right, Shalom, Shalom. Want to start off saying all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakar Kadash. All right, double honors to our apostle, Elder Great Millstone. All right, salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect out there teaching the word of truth and sincerity. I am the brother Amar. Got my brother Yahweh Sot with me.
Shalom, shalom.
Yep, and we just about to do a quick in transit. And this is pretty much regarding like, the brethren, how we want to get out of this place, man. All right, but we're going to grab some scriptures and we're going to, hit to it.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 51, starting at verse 14. The captive exile hastening that he may be loosed.
Yeah, it said the captive exile hasteneth that he may be loose, man. Because if somebody capture you, bro, you there by force. You know what I mean? They forcing you to be there. So if you're a captive and you want to be loose from the person that captured you, man. And the reason why, because usually 9 times out of 10, the capturer, he not gonna treat you fairly. You know what I mean? He captured you for a reason. All right. So it said the captive exile what?
Hastening that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bread should fail. Right.
You know what I mean? And it said that he should not die in the pit. Because when you look at the word pit, Apostle Gabar always goes into it. It ties into America, man. All right. Well, the system, really the system. He said the word system, when you look it up, the word system goes back to the word pit. All right. In which America is pretty much a huge pit, man. And then he said when you break down the word America, all right, we all know it goes back to Americo Vespucci, which is the Edomite that conquered, you know what I mean, pretty much Jake and shit. But when you go into the word America, it also means bitterness, all right? And this is a bitter place, man. It's a bitter place, and the system is a pit, man. All right, and that's why we're the captives, and we want to get loose from this place, man. We want to get loose from our oppressor, man, because this dude, he's unfair, man. If you're a Jake, you try to play by the rules and all that. You call yourself being a law-abiding citizen, and you still can't get the upper hand, so to speak. Because every time Esau see that Jake learning the system and finding loopholes and this and third, Esau switch it up on him. You know, that was it on that one. You can go to the one in Zechariah.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 9. You want verse 12?
Yeah, 12. Yep, I'm sure.
Verse 12, turn you to the stronghold, you prisoners of hope. Even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee.
Yeah, man. The Lord said, turn ye to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. And that's one thing, man. And if you're a brother teaching his word, that's one thing all of us came to the conclusion of, that our people, they don't want to turn to the stronghold. And what's the stronghold? Yahweh Shem Yahshua in the scriptures, man. They refuse to turn back to that stronghold, man. They think their problem is money. Your problem not money. Your problem is Jake. Our people's spirit ain't right, man. You know what I mean? Because let's just look at the hood. If everybody in the hood, which is primarily Jake, if they dwell with the law, statutes, commandments, the hood wouldn't be a bad place, would it? Right? I mean, actually think about that, because I heard the elder Require Quam say that from London. He like, what really makes the hood bad? Is it the buildings or is it the people that's inside them buildings, man? It's the fucking people that's inside those buildings, man. Because there's another saying too to say you can take the nigga out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the nigga. That's what make it so bad, man. Because it ain't the hood that's doing the problem, because all it is buildings and it's a street. It's the people that dwell inside those places, man. So if Jake was just to abide by the law, statutes, commandments and turn to the stronghold, the hood, so-called, would be all right.
And that's the perfect point you just made, because, of course, what it say, are people going to wax worse and worse? So at the end of the day, at one point in time when the projects and ghettos were established, I recall stories about this. I was born in the project, so at the end of the day, I recall stories like this where you could borrow from your neighbors in the project. Then
I remember
as me growing older and dealing with women that stayed in the projects and whatnot, you couldn't even talk to your neighbor. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like you said, it's the people as opposed to the place. Because when Jake in the right spirit, they didn't care about their poverty or their situation for real.
Yep. That's the truth. That's a fact, man. When Jake fucked up, and as long as that love is there for their neighbor and this, that, and the third, Jake don't really care, man. You know what I mean? Because what proves that? Look at the brothers, man. When brothers around each other, most of our living conditions is fucked up. You know what I mean? But when brothers around each other, it's like that shit don't even matter no more, man.
That's the spirit. Because I was just I was throwing the videos up in the group chat. Brother Barack Allah in Ancient Days, he was saying that. You know what I mean? He was like literally he was having a fucked up day. You know, his personal life getting involved, you know, bills and shit coming out of, you know how this shit goes, you know what I mean? You know how the curses go, bills out of nowhere, you know what I mean? Just little shit that was vexing him, and then he was like, he got around the brothers in the camp, and then his spirit's lifted. You know what I mean? So
that's how the spirit works, man. That's our only comfort here in America, man, in Babylon. It's the brotherhood, man. Teaching the word and doing the work of the Lord and being around brothers, because that's the only time you sincerely feel free. But you can go ahead, all right.
This is which one?
Yeah, no, that was it on that. Grab the one in
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah, in Revelation.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 4. In those days and in that time, saith the Lord Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, the children of Israel shall come, and the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah together.
Right, and so I just want to break it down. It said in those days, which days? The days towards the end, the latter days. It said in those days the children of Israel and the children of Judah shall come weeping. Because when you do the history, even though the 12 tribes, they're broken up into sections. We know the southern kingdom, the northern kingdom, and when they talk about Israel in certain places, it's mentioning it's specifically talking about the northern kingdom on down, Ephraim on down. And then when it speaks about Judah, sometimes and depending on the context of the chapter or the verses, it's specifically talking about the southern kingdom. Like in this case, it said Judah is pertaining to the southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. And then it said Israel is pertaining to the northern kingdom. Because when you go back to the history, when it speaks about during the time of like Jacob and stuff like that, when you have Manasseh and all them, when he had the 12 patriarchs, pretty much, like I said, they was known, the northern kingdom was known as Israel, and then the southern kingdom pretty much known as Judah. And like I said, you can look through the history on that. But finish that off out.
They shall go and seek the Lord their power.
Right, and that's happening right now. This is the prophecy that's happened. It say the children of Judah and the children of Ephraim shall come. The children of Israel shall come weeping in those days. That's why you see the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom out on the highways and byways. The northern kingdom was doing the same thing as the southern kingdom. They both weeping to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai on trying to get the hell out of here, man. Go ahead.
And that was it.
Okay, all right, that was it. And I just finished the one in Revelation. We gonna be out.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 12, verse 11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death.
All right, and that the day is talking about the Lord's elect, obviously, man. It said they overcame him. The him is the elite Edomites in this system, man, by the blood of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. All right, and they said they love not their lives unto death, man. That's brothers, man. The Akim is the ones that hate their fucking life, man, mainly because the situation that we placed in, man. We actually aware of our conditions, man, our surroundings. You got so-called conscious jakes out there, but they don't know the extent to what Esau is doing, man. All right, and how it affects their life and the whole damn world, man. That's why it's so vexing. That's why I say they love not their lives unto death. Only a crazy person would want to stay in the living conditions that Jake is in, man. When you go and talk to Jake or be at a Jake house, Jake is us as a whole, we in fucked up predicaments, man. Most Jake broke, fucked up, you know what I mean, living conditions, you know what I mean, family giving him trouble. We gotta get the fuck out of here, man. You want to say something before we close it?
I mean, you summed it up pretty much. You know, like at the end of the day, it's the spirit. Because like I said, we just was talking about how tired we is and this bullshit, and you know what I mean. Like I said, this place gotta go. So.
It do, man. And Lord willing, shit soon, man. Because you know what I mean, goddamn, man. But with that, we're gonna give our praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakar Kadash. All right, double honors to our apostle Elder Great Millstone. All right, peace and mercy be unto the Lord's elect out there. Shalom.
Shalom. And the Bible ball.
And the Bible ball.